Right now in human awakening, there is nothing more important than finding the soulmate. For I can promise you that as soon as you experience the love of your soulmate, you will see everything else correctly. You will understand. To put this biblically, to come back to the garden, Adam and Eve must find each other. For that garden is made for twos, Adam and Eve, you and your soulmate. Because, dear ones, that is how you already exist. Your soulmate is part of you. This is a fact. Twin flames, two halves of one whole, two sides of one heart, two reflections of one consciousness. The forgetting time is over. To find your individuality, you have taken many forms, separated from the truth so you would believe you were alone. This was an important part of a very important plan. But at the end of the involution of your journey of individuality, we agreed that you would know it was time to turn back toward me. When you were reunited with your soulmate, if you ask yourself deeply, you will remember this is true. Thus, I call you to remember. It is time for the journey of awakening. Dear ones, in truth, every bit of this journey is about what you agreed to believe. Please read this again. Do remember, dearest, you are my children. Think about this. You could not forget who you are unless you chose it. God cannot forget, but he knew, together, that you could not exist individually unless you could journey far enough away, that you could get out of my orbit, so to speak. So you could forget who you were long enough to build an identity that would prevent you from flying right back into the vastness that I am. We have accomplished this. Oh, is this not the greatest reason to rejoice? Now, beloved, all you have to do is remember, there is nothing else. There are no levels you must climb, no evolutions through various dimensions, unless you believe there are. All of these things are for those who are still forgetting. All those heavenly realms, all those higher and higher levels of learning are created for those who are still partly sleeping. You so not need to do this. All you must do is remember. And the agreed-upon method for you to remember everything is to look into the eyes and heart of your soulmate. I promise you that this is true. This is the only path you need. And it can happen in an instant, the full recovery of your complete identity as the joined heart of divine twin flame. In that instant, you can reclaim your co-creatorship with me. Thus, this soulmate information is the most important information in the world. Please do all you can, every one of you, to disseminate it. Share these messages in every language. And for everyone who says yes, who remembers and opens their heart, share your experience as your soulmate reappears. In the last age, Jesus wrote the mantle of my love and form. Now you are all ready to experience this. He said, "Blessed are those who do not see, but believe anyway." Now I say, blessed are those who believe, for they will see love standing before them, their soulmate. Dear ones, in this age, love has come to live in you. And living in you, it must manifest in your life. This is the law of creation. Like attracts like. All energies are embodied. Thus, your own love, the truth of who you are, must, by this law, be embodied in your life. The only reason people cannot see their soulmate is they do not have real love within them. Thus, they see only a vibration of the false world, the world of separation and the ego. So you must each teach the others how to choose to live from the heart, for then it is the law that their soulmate will appear. If anyone who wants their soulmate is not finding him or her, then they are still living in the ego, whether or not they will admit it. It takes effort to shift into the heart in the face of the mass consciousness. Thus do you who know have your work cut out for you, in showing others how to make the shift. But oh, the rewards! Not only for those who open up, who change their lives, but also for you, my beloved children, who are awake. For it is far more true than you can possibly conceive that in giving you receive. If you did nothing else but unselfishly give to others, your transcendence would be assured. For energy is a moving thing. In order to receive its benefits, it must be moving through and heading outward. Thus will it ever be alive, just like the heart must move the blood through your body in order for you to be alive. As your blood feeds the body cells, so does giving of love feed your spiritual bodies, and it must never cease. And the more love given, the more light released, the more that flows through your own system. The signal of your homecoming is the reunion with your soulmate. Yet to do so, you must remember that you are love, that you can see with the heart, that there is a choice between ego and love. Each and every human being has a seed of remembrance within. Your work as you are awakening is also to seek every way to bring forth this memory in every human being. Never be discouraged. Always remember that the shift can be instantaneous. Truly, for all it takes is that one jogged memory, the aha experience. And all it takes for those of you who are with your soulmates to lift yourselves back into the fullness of our relationship is just as simple. One moment of complete union with your soulmate can do it. For truly, you are as you believe. I will keep reminding you of this so that you can release your limiting visions. Even if they are far more advanced than the majority of your brothers and sisters, they are still not big enough until you are in a communion together with me. You are creating all of it, my beloved ones, by our agreement, yes, but also by your creative ability. You have imagined this world of your separation, and all as a part of this world is the symbolic language of what you are currently believing. Believe in your love. We have made this easy because your love will manifest before you. Then moment by precious moment, you will be able to see whether you are recognizing your true nature. How? By observing your love for your soulmate. Dear ones, believe in love as the truth of your being, and believe in its manifestation as your soulmate. Watch carefully. If your soulmate is not manifested and you call for them, note that from the moment they are with you, waiting for you to see them. And if you are with someone, they can come through that person. If you don't see any way that you are limiting your capability, for this world is completely an illusion. The fact that you are with someone with whom there is no way says something about you, not them. You must look at it in this way. You must acknowledge that this is your dream. Why would you have dreamed this, that in the life where you are waking, you have chosen to be with someone who is not? And be rigorously honest. Choose to love them unconditionally and to see them as a potential vehicle for your soulmate. Then take action. In most cases where a person waking is with someone asleep, there is a deep resistance to rocking the boat. There is a need for security, a lack of belief that no matter what, your good will come to you. However, it is the unwillingness to shatter the comfort zone that is often the issue. Not always. Remember, this is just an example to get you thinking. Thus, if this is what you discovered after deep examination, plus calling me to assist you to see, You would need to go to your mate. You would need to tell them that you believe they are your soulmate, but that you have reached a point where you must share it consciously. And explain what that means. Explain. Explain that you know you will leave the relationship if it is not expressed, but keep reiterating that you firmly believe that they are able. You must be prepared to be amazed. And if you are not prepared to be amazed, you are in your ego. If you feel there's too much water under the bridge, please listen. You are not in your heart. You're in your ego. I now ask you, those in such a situation, to be sure you are living in your heart, and that you have been rigorously honest with yourself and lovingly positive, yet honest with them. If you are absolutely sure you have completely moved from ego to heart and you look, you will begin to see your soulmate. Yes, in them. That person you have judged as unable or unworthy. I guarantee you that your soulmate is standing right there waiting to overshadow your partner. I want to tell you, all of you, to expect miracles. Oh, the time of the world has changed, for in your heart you will see the truth. If you are waking, I can promise you there is reason you are with your partner. You will soon hear many stories of people who have almost given up in despair, who shifted to the heart and found their soulmate there. If you have completely and honestly shifted to your heart as your regular level of perception, and you have been deeply loving yet truthful before you leave a relationship, be sure you have a clear sign from me. For many times the opening of the person you are with is one of the major pre-incarnation commitments of service you made. However, it is possible for someone to be so entrenched in the ego as to be lost. But it would be very unusual that you, an awakening one, would be with them, but not impossible. Thus, I ask you to step carefully, for it might be easier for you to see your soulmate through someone new because you believe you could, but you might discover you had left behind some unfinished business in you. I say these things to you because the veils are thinning. Help is all around you, and the truth is ever more visibly in front of you, that your world is about what you believe. Remember this, and it can change in an instant. I am not saying that it is never correct to leave someone to go in search of your soulmate. I am saying that the truth is a matter of choosing to see love. Just be sure you have truly done so. Your life can certainly be changed by moving what you believe is outside of yourself, and right now this seems more real to you. But it can also be changed just as fully by moving what is inside of you. In our examination of the awakening of love, the reunion of soulmates, I will present this from every different viewpoint so that every one of you can find yourself in these words and can come to the deepest reflection of love possible in the shortest amount of time. For the awakening is upon you, and your soulmate is the most important piece. So be it.